back, isn't it? That familiar ache creeping in when you thought you had finally escaped. You were starting to breathe again, to feel a little lighter, but here it is crashing into you like a wave you didn't see coming. You're asking yourself, wasn't I strong enough? Haven't I fought hard enough? I know. I know what you're feeling because I've been there. And let me tell you, this is not weakness. You believed that the pain would vanish after the first battle. But pain is not a one-time enemy. It strikes again, often when you least expect it. It finds you in the moments of quiet and calm, just when you think of one. It feels like a betrayal, doesn't it? Like after everything you've done to survive, it's pulling you back under. I understand you're not alone in this fight. Let me tell you something that others won't. This pain that comes back, it's not a sign that you've failed. No. The waves are here to show you something. They crash against you not to break you, but to reveal where you still need to grow. They expose the cracks, the rough edges, the places where you're still uneven. These waves, they're teachers. They show you where your mind drifts when the storm hits. Maybe it's to an old memory, something unresolved, a time when you thought you were safe only to be blindsided by betrayal from someone you trusted. It stings, doesn't it? That betrayal. The memory keeps coming back, twisting inside you, making you wonder if you'll ever trust again. And the pain, it's relentless. It doesn't just remind you of the betrayal, it forces you to relive it. Or maybe it's something deeper. Maybe it's the fear of failure. The moments where you tried so hard, gave everything you had, and still it wasn't enough. That fear grips you, doesn't it? The wave of doubt hits you and you wonder, what if I'm never enough? What if I never succeed? And then for some of you, it's the crushing weight of regret. The choices you made in the past, the words you said or didn't say, the actions you took or failed to take. Regret haunts you, doesn't it? The waves come, they bring those memories with them, making you wish you could go back and undo what was done. But you can't, and that reality gnaws at you. These waves, they show you all these things. The betrayal, the failure, the regret. They come back to the surface, crashing into you over and over again, and the hardest part, you can't fight what you don't know. Now the pain is showing you exactly where you need to work, where you need to grow. The betrayal shows you where your trust was misplaced, where your guard needs to be stronger. Failure reveals where you need to push harder, learn more, adapt. Regret, it teaches you to live in the present, to make better choices now, to be more mindful of your actions and your words. I know you're afraid that these waves will never stop. That no matter how hard you fight, the pain will keep finding you. That's the fear that lingers, isn't it? Not just the pain itself, but the idea that you'll never escape it. You wonder if you'll ever be free. But let me tell you this, the waves may come, but they will not drown you. They've tried before, and you're still standing. Each time they return, you learn more, you grow stronger. The pain might be the same, but you are not. You're evolving. With every crash, with every hit, the waves strip away the illusion of control, don't they? You thought if you just held on tighter, if you just fought harder, you could stop them. But that's the thing about life, it's unpredictable. You can't control when the waves come, but you can control how you respond. You can decide if you let them knock you down, or if you let them shape you. The waves don't come because you did something wrong. They come because pain is part of the human experience. Self-awareness is a weapon, not a weakness. When the pain comes, use it. Look at where it strikes hardest and ask yourself, what is this teaching me? This is where you focus your energy. Not on fighting the pain, but on understanding it. Each wave brings you closer to leveling out the rough spots, to becoming whole. You've stood tall through the waves, but I'm not going to lie to you. There are moments when you will need to step back and recover. And that is not weakness. That is strategy. Even the strongest need time to heal, to rest. When the waves pass and you're left standing, take a moment. Catch your breath. Ground yourself in the present. Focus on what's around you, on the things you can control. Maybe it's your breath. Maybe it's the simple act of feeling the ground beneath your feet. This is how you regain your footing before the next wave hits. Recovery doesn't mean stepping away from the fight. It means strengthening your foundation. You don't recover by ignoring the pain. You recover by understanding it. By reflecting on what you've learned from the latest wave. It's how you prepare for what's next. You rebuild yourself piece by piece, stronger than before. When the waves return, and they will, you're not starting from scratch. We have already survived them before, and you've learned. But this time you can be more prepared. Ground yourself in the moment. When the wave hits and your mind tries to pull you into the past, ground yourself. Focus on the present. The pain may try to drag you back, but your strength is here. In this moment right now, use your breath. Anchor yourself in what's real. This moment is yours, not the past, not the pain. The more you fight the wave, the stronger it feels. But if you embrace it, if you let it hit and pass, you'll find that it loses its grip on you. You become like the shore, steady, unmoving. The wave will crash, but you'll still be standing. Pain has a way of telling the same story over and over again. But you have the power to change that story. Every time the wave returns, remind yourself of how far you've come. The pain may be familiar, but you are not the same. You've survived before, and you will again. Recovery isn't just resting after the wave. It's a moment to reflect, to grow. After the wave passes, ask yourself, what did it show me? Where did it strike? What do I need to heal next? Recovery isn't about escaping the pain. It's about using it to rebuild. Every time you recover, you come back stronger. So, what do you do now? You felt the pain. The waves have hit and you're still standing. Now you keep moving. You keep growing. The waves will come again, but now you know how to handle them. You've learned to stand firm, to let them shape you rather than break you. Remember this, the storm doesn't get easier, but you get stronger. The waves will keep coming, but you will face them as someone who has already endured. You've been through the West, and you're still here. And that is power. So when the next wave comes, and it will, don't fear it. Let it show you where you need to grow. Let it reveal the parts of you that are still uneven. When it passes, you'll be that much closer to being the person you're meant to be. Pain comes and goes, but you remain. Not broken, but stronger. Shaped by the storm, but never destroyed by it. As you face the waves, remember to be kind to yourself. It's easy to judge yourself for feeling pain. But you must know that even in those moments of struggle, you are worthy of compassion, especially from yourself. Strength doesn't come from ignoring your pain. It comes from facing it with grace. When the waves of pain return, you need something to anchor yourself, a mantra. A phrase that keeps you grounded in your strength. This isn't just words, it's a declaration of your resilience. Creating your mantra begins with the truths you need to hold on to. Think about what would remind you of your strength, what will pull you through the moments when it feels too heavy to bear. Maybe your mantra is, I have faced worse and risen every time. This will not break me, or perhaps every wave of pain only makes me stronger. Good news, I am more than this moment. I am unshaken. The key is finding a phrase that resonates with your core. Something that when you speak it, you feel the power behind it. Say it out loud when the weight of pain presses down on you. Let it be your reminder that this pain is temporary, that each wave is a challenge you can and will overcome. Each time the darkness tries to pull you under, you return to this mantra. You repeat it until you believe it with every part of your being. Let it become the voice of strength that drowns out the whispers of doubt and fear. And as you grow stronger, so will your mantra. Now I know you're not the only one feeling this. You know someone else who's still in the darkness, who's struggling against their own waves. Share this with them. They need to hear it. They need to know that the waves don't define them, that they too can stand tall. And if the storm returns, if the waves crash again, I will be here. When you need me, I will be here.